We've talked T. Now let's get to Chase Claypool. And this is a guy he's a little bit more of an enigma as a prospect to me. 6'4", 240 pounds almost, basically. Huge body. But pre-show, C-Mark, you mentioned that you feel like he might get converted.
I do. I think enigma is a great word for this kid because it's kind of like, where do you play him? Is he good enough that at the next level he can excel at wide receiver? Or do you make him kind of like a tight end, a move guy, kind of like Darren Waller when he came out of Georgia Tech? I could see that happening with him. A guy with some upside. I think his best football is still in front of him, but he's kind of like a raw piece. I mean, he's got some development to do for sure.
Yeah, but I want to highlight one of the things that I do love about him from a size standpoint, and that's catch radius, right? And look, this is a bad ball, and it is. But look at this angle. Look at the way he contorts his body, and look at the way he catches it away from his body, and how many options that gives a quarterback in terms of being able to hit him in space.
Yeah, and it's a he's got a sizable catch radius, but watch how he plucks the off-target throw, as you said, and he's able to do it in the crowd. The one thing he doesn't worry about is taking contact. I think he likes to initiate contact, to field the defender on his back and to get across his face as he does here and fight for the ball. This guy can probably be like a higher end possession type wide receiver. When you look at his game, I mentioned Darren Waller. That's a lot of what I see in this guy. And either way, he's going to help you against the zone coverage because he can sit down. He's a big body. He can take the contact, and he is fearless. And so I think that's going to help him too develop for the next level.
Yeah, the fearlessness I really do like. And here's the other thing. Look, watch him. Shallow cross, catch the ball. He can run away from that defender. We saw him run a 4.40, but I love the way he finishes this run. Look at the way he finishes. This is a guy that you're going to have to work to tackle, and it's not going to be fun for you.
I'm glad you put this on here because it really kind of speaks to his game, right? You put him on a shallow crosser. Why? Because sometimes he doesn't naturally separate. So you get him moving across the field and putting him in winning position to do what he does best, and that is run after the catch. Now, he can do this all day. Remember, this is a straight line, linear speed dude. He doesn't have twitch in his body. He's not going to be a wiggle guy, but he does have the power, the strength. He loves to play with physicality and impose that on the defense. And I think that's what you get to see right here. Many people had this guy going as the first receiver on day two. That, in fact, was T. Higgins. But this is a kid that's got some upside. I think in the right scheme, he can be an effective wide receiver or tight end or hybrid thereof at the next level.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to how he's able to get things done. I love this. And listen, Seymour, what's going through your mind if you're 38 right here when this big guy comes and hits you and he basically drops him down to a knee?
Take out his ankles for sure. Go low on him. And that's what they want. I think he's going to get with an offensive coordinator that says, look, in the NFL today, it's about matchups, right? And creating mismatches. And that's what they can do. Now, this guy's got to clean up the drops. At times, he looked like he was allergic to the ball. So he's got to fix that. But if he does, there's definitely a good and effective way that you can use this kid. Remember, he's a Canadian kid. He comes in, so he's still sort of learning of playing against high-level competition. So I think his best football is still in front of him.